Welcome boys. Okay, in this video we're going to be changing the oil in our E38. I'm also going to change our air filter. Now I've already done this in a previous video, but that was part of like a long 40-minute video where I replaced like every single one of the seals, valve cover gaskets, etc. But in this video we're going to focus just on the oil change only, as I don't have a video with that by itself. So first things first, the car is up on the ramps. Now I remembered from last time we used the small ramps, not the big ones, because the big ones too big for the car and it sits like way too far off the ground and it'll hurt your back. So small ramps. I've already got the oil cap off, so now I can go underneath and drain the oil. Okay boys, and with fairly minimal effort, your 17mm will break loose the drain plug, and then we will get all that oil out. And don't forget there is a crush washer attached to the top. I gotta get rid of these gloves because they're covered in oil, but we'll let that drain out. All 8 quarts. And while we're draining from underneath, get our 36mm on here. And loosen the cap for the oil filter housing. And now that that made a nice oozy noise, it'll lose pressure, the air will come in, displace the oil, and the oil should now run down out the bottom of the car with the rest of the oil. Yep. Alright. So now that we've done that, our oil will slowly drain out, so once that takes taken care of, we'll take that out. Alright, this is the oil filter we'll be using, the STP SAM 8213, which I use for 5,000 miles or 1 year. There she is. Just make sure your filter comes with the crush washer and the large O-ring. Goes around the filter housing. Always lube it before you torque the spec. It's going to be 18 foot-pounds on oil filter housing and the drain plug. And we also have our crush washer here for the drain plug. And always note, when we put the O-ring in, it goes in the groove right here that it's made for. Does not go up under this big lip. So right here. That groove. And then we're good. Ready for install. Alrighty, and 216 inch-pounds is the equivalent of our 18 foot-pounds. So we got our 17mm hooked up to the torque wrench. Got it set to 216 inch-pounds. Crush washers in there. And now we just torque it. There we go. That's it. That's all she takes. Don't go freaking crazy with the torque. Bam. Oh, and this is all the oil we captured after sitting all night, because this is now the following day. So I like to get every last molecule I can. I'd say you get maybe a half quart out of it for letting it drain overnight, but you don't necessarily have to. I just like to start clean for the next year. And you can't see, but it's about maybe halfway. Can you see? No, I'm going to hand it away. You can't. About an inch or so under the threads. So as I put this in, filter will at least be wet for whenever we do a dry start. You can see the ring there that the filter somewhat absorbs some of the oil. Alright, and then the same with this, 82 foot, or 18 foot-pounds. Same with this is the oil drain plug. There we go. So that's good. It was full of oil. So filter's in, we have oil. Filter absorbed the oil. That's torqued down. Got my oil filter magnet over the drain plug. Fill it back up. Take 7.9 quarts. I just full send an entire 8. And I haven't had any problems yet, so I run 8 quarts. Okay, and then once I get some oil in, I like to put the correct amount of AT205 reseal in here to go with the oil. And that's to recondition any seals and O-rings that I did not replace when I did that whole overhaul with all my gaskets and O-rings and such. So for example, rear main seal, front main seal, those kinds of seals that have the big spring in them. So it takes 1.5 bottles for this car due to its large quantity of oil. I believe it's one of these will do treat up to 5 quarts. So since we're rocking 8 quarts total, 1.5 should do her. Well, if you wanted to do the whole 2, you can probably go full send. But I had a half bottle open already from the power steering system in the Crown Vic. And now for the air filter part, we're using the STP Sam Adams 7651. A nice clean white filter. So popped all the clamps off, and then I just loosened this hose clamp right here. And it's easy as lifting this guy up and out of here, which is orange and presumably roached, but I can tell you right off the get-go, whichever one this is, probably the original. It's a Hengst, Hengst, E161L, made in Germany. This is going to be the better one because it's got like 1 million pleats. This one doesn't quite have as many. So, good to know for next time. We'll put a Hengst in there. But for now, this will do. But now, note to self and note to you guys, the STP says 90% efficient, which is a little lower than 100 that I'd like to see. But the Hengst did have significantly more pleats, a shitload, so that's the one you guys want, and that's the one I'll be putting on next time. Alright, so now we just need to reset the oil life monitor, and we're good. Okay, let's reset the oil life monitor. So what we have to do is press and hold this trip odometer button, and then we have to turn the key to the on position. Alright, and then now that we've got this, press and hold again. Now that we're flashing, press. Now you can see it is reset. All the lights on the left are green. So that's it. That's how we reset the oil life monitor after changing the oil. Hold, turn the key, one click. Once it starts, once the display shows, press and hold again until it starts flashing. Press, you're done. Alright, boys, that's how we change the oil on our BMW e38. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.